Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. In the first session, we have seen meditation is living 24/7 in awareness, and to live in awareness we have to live in the utter present. And when we live in the utter present, we are at our best. See, when I'll take one or two examples for this. One young boy asked me this question. Swamiji, you people say, Sarvande Vadhigaraste Ma Parishu Kadajana. Do your duty, you should not worry about the results. If we will not be inspired with the results, how can anybody act in this world? Desires are required for pushing us into activity. That was his contention. I said, let us analyze. We all have lived in this life. If we are to write our autobiography, don't write an autobiography. If we have to write, what we will write in one line? Balastavat kridasaktah tarunastavat taruniraktaha vruddhastavat chintasaktah parame brahmani kopinaraktaha bhaja govindam bhaja govindam. This is our autobiography. Our whole life we have done only one thing, and that is fulfilling our desires. If we just look within, what we have done? Only tried to fulfill our desires. But have we attained fulfillment in life? Our equation is wrong. Our equation is fulfillment of desires is equal to fulfillment in life. This is the wrong equation. And why this is not being seen by us? Because we are so preoccupied. But when we understand the things properly, when it is said, you have a right only to function in the present and you have no business about the results, means what? See, how to live in the present, living in meditation. This is the theme, don't forget. When we are doing anything, three things are operating simultaneously. One thing is our past experiences, past mistakes, past regrets. That is operating when we are functioning in the present. Second thing, if we are all the time worried about what will happen in the future, we are not available in the present 100%. So when we are all the time influenced by our past, 1/3 of us is gone. If we are all the time worried about the future, another 1/3 gone. So in the present, how much of we are present? Only 1/3. And whenever we are present, only 1/3, we are miserable. And when we are present, 100%, we are happy. In deep sleep, there is no past, there is no future, there is not even present. There is only presence. And therefore, we are absolutely happy. In deep sleep, we have nothing. And yet we are happy. That is why we all want to go to sleep, even if it is a satsanga. See, one day in Bombay or somewhere, two persons sitting next to each other, one person nicely sleeping on the shoulder of another. From here, what I see, you cannot see from there. So this fellow was sleeping, and the pillow, the one who was on whose shoulder he was sleeping, he was getting very disgusted and angry. Like that Mr. Beans. And I was watching from here. So finally this pillow decided to move so that the sleeping giant will fall. But he was probably descendant of Kumbhakarna. He did not get disturbed. That is what is called as commitment. He was not disturbed. So when this pillow was moving, he put his hand around him and pulled him. Now he can't go anywhere. After the lecture was over, he came, Swamiji, you are fantastic. I didn't reply because I knew what he said. After he went, this pillow was very angry already and said, Swamiji, you saw him sleeping. Why didn't you wake him up? You should have scolded him. I said, look here, be cool first of all. You tell me, what for you have come for satsang? For becoming miserable or for being happy? Of course, I have come for being happy. He said, did you? He was. So all those people who come in satsang and sleep, they are real satsangi. So sleep. Your eye will be deleted at least for some time. See friends, the real meditation is living in the present, means we live in meditation and act in meditation. Be attentive. I said act. I didn't say react. Normally we react. Reaction is a default setting. Action is an acting on the stage. When you do acting on the stage, in fact you do nothing. Suppose I am acting on the stage that I am Rana Pratap. There was an actor, he was very expert in playing the role of Rana Pratap. And he will play the role, he will get lot of applaud and all that, he will go. The moment he goes back in the green room, that boy is there to collect everybody's costumes, because tomorrow the same thing has to be used. Now Rana Pratap, come, topi nikal, juta nikal. So the whole Rana Pratap is packed and kept in a box. Next day again, Rana Pratap come, take this, tick mark side, otherwise I have to pay from my pocket. Daily business. One day Rana Pratap came from the stage and as usual the boy said, Rana Pratap, get you that. And this Rana Pratap got angry. He gave one. This is the way to talk to Rana Pratap. Now this boy thought, what happened to this fellow today? And Rana Pratap utra nahi tha, chada hua tha. And he walked out of the theatre. There was a bus standing. Rana Pratap thought bus is for him. Don't we think made for each other? We start looking at a girl. I think we make a good match. So we go and say, honey, I want to propose you. For what? For my daughter? For my daughter? Yes, I am 75, not out. We are all possessed by something. So Rana Pratap was possessed. He got into the bus. Conductor, tak, ticket, paisa. Rana Pratap ko paisa mangta hai. Now the driver saw from the mirror. So he winked at him, don't worry. Bus continued. Rana Pratap going in the mid-forest between the two towns. Dark, night, 12 o'clock. Suddenly the brake applied, was stopped. Rana Pratap watched. What happened? Driver says, Chittaudgarh. The moment the driver says Chittaudgarh, immediately Rana Pratap gets out of the bus. Bus goes away and Rana Pratap is moving in that dark forest of ignorance. You and me are this Rana Pratap. Friends, we are here only to play our role. Instead of playing the role, we start reacting. Actors gain name, fame, money, recognition, publicity. Reactors get nothing. See, friends. So whenever we are living in this life, just find out, are we reacting or we are acting? But how to act? As you are doing now, as if listening. Same technique you apply there in the world. Like satsang doesn't change us because we are the unchanging substratum. Asangoham, 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 punam punah. So many Mahatmas have come and gone. I am a challenge to every Mahatma. Try to improve upon me. In the same manner, apply this technique. When we are living with this world, you are living in meditation. See, friends, it is possible. And if this is clear, then we have to only act in this world, not react. Then the question comes, who reacts and who acts? Whenever somebody is there, and if that somebody is taken to be real, then the reactions begin. When somebody is there, but that body is not taken to be real, then it is acting. Like a stage comes on the stage. He is not reacting. He is only acting. So when he says to a girl on the stage, honey, darling, I love you, and gives a flower. Now that honey, darling also knows that this is a recyclable flower, used 20 times, plastic one. So when he gives, she thinks, darling, without you also my life is pathetic, but without you, life is better pathetic. Only dialogue. There is neither love nor hatred. But when we start taking our roles that we have to play as real, then the reactions begin. Friends, we all have to play different roles. Husband, wife, brother, sister, mother, father, friend, enemy, different roles we have to play. Play your role perfectly. And after the role is over, return your costume to the boy in the green room. Don't carry with you all the time. Then this is what happens in our life. Therefore, the question is, where from this somebody who is born is taken as real? There are 3 eyes. Not Shivji ki 3 eyes. Small eye, iPad, iChat, iCat, I. That I, there are 3 eyes. See? When I was a child, I always used to, my worry used to be very abnormal. My worry used to be, if Shivji gets glasses, what will be the design? I used to be very much worried. Because in some places they show the Shivji's 3rd eye parallel to these 2 eyes. Some places they show vertical. So what will be the design, Whether it will be like this and this. And when he closes 2 eyes, will he see this thing? If he closes 1 eye, how he will see? Will he see data? All these were my worries all the time. So the 3 eyes are not these eyes. One is the real eye. Second is an illusory eye. And the third is virtual eye. 3. Now take one by one. We are all essentially divine. That is the real eye. The illusory eye is born the moment we are identified with anything finite. We get identified with the body. I am the body notion. This is the first birth that we all get. I am body. So first is absolute I, Mukhyatma. Second is Mithyatma, illusory I. After I am the body notion becomes concretized, then the secondary eyes are born. Which are the secondary eyes? Then the secondary eyes are I am mother, father, brother, sister, husband, wife, in-law, outlaw. These are all a horde of secondary eyes are born. And who is miserable? Go within again. We are always miserable as somebody. And what is the birthplace of a wife? One husband and wife, they were talking to me. Husband told me, Swamiji, at least you tell her if she can listen to you. I am afraid. What is that? She should respect me that I am elder than her. At least this much she should do. I said, look here, I will take her side, not yours. I know because she gave you nice dosha, you like it, and therefore I said, what will you say? I will take her side. Now why? I said, tell me, are you married one after another or you married simultaneously? You married simultaneously, isn't it? So, what is your anniversary? 17 years. I said, therefore, you are both teenagers, as husband and as wife. Both of them are of the same age. Man is not miserable. Woman is not miserable. Husband is not happy. Wife is not happy. The age of the wife and the husband is the age of their anniversary. If it is 70 years, they are still teenagers. And therefore they will keep fighting. See, after body identification, only mother, father, brother, sister, husband, wife are born. If this is clear, then the question comes, how do we get out of it? So there are two techniques. One is, remember always, we all have to play different roles. When the role is played, throw the makeup and come back to your normal self. But we don't. We carry the load one after another. And as a result, we are under that load throughout our life. Can you imagine a picture of Hercules with a smile? You cannot. Because he is carrying the globe on his head, he can't smile. See? If some small labor boy, if he give 3 NRI suitcases on his head, and if he is to climb down from the steps on the railway station, that time you stop him and tell him a joke. Will he laugh? He is having physical load on his head. Second, physiological load. What is the physiological load? Sometimes we are sitting in a gathering and slowly our BP increases. You know BP? Bladder pressure. When the BP increases, we sit and nobody can observe the BP in us, and finally we reach a point of no return. And then we suddenly get up and go out. Others feel, why this fellow suddenly getting up? It is not suddenly getting up. It is the physiological pressure which made him walk out, whether it looks good or bad. Two. So one is physical pressure which makes us miserable. Second is physiological pressure. Third is psychological pressure. Psychological pressure is, one lady one day came and virtually caught hold of my collar. That's why I don't have collar. What is there for you to say all the time? Be happy, be happy, be happy. Get married and show, be happy. Means marriage is a certificate to be miserable. Tathastu. See friends, this psychological pressure makes us miserable. Therefore, what we have to do is this: play your role perfectly well and learn to relax. See, I read somewhere very good Hindi saying, तबला और दिमाग हमेशा चढ़ा के नहीं रखते. You know, when you have to play tabla, that time you tighten it. Then the nice, all the time if you keep it tightened, it will be lost. In the same manner, When required, get yourself fully involved. When not required, learn to relax and enjoy. Then we will not carry the psychological load on our mind. And the worst load is the illogical load. What is this illogical load? It is something like a virus. You know, there are 3 types of viruses. One is the H1N1 virus. It's a biological virus. You all know. Second is the logical virus, which infects our computer system. And the logical fallacy is introduced. And as a result, your laptop gets hang up. Nothing works. So you have to switch off and again restart. That is a logical virus. And third is our ego, illogical virus. There is no logic. How there is no logic? Now come to understand. This, I as a husband, wife, brother, father, mother, sister, Indian, non-Indian, everything is born only after body identification. Clear? Number 2. Is our body created by us? Our body is not created by us. Our body is created by our parents. Number 3. On what count we say the body is mine? Neither it is created by us, nor the body listens to us. You must have seen, there are people, they want to become thin, but they cannot. Even if they look at the ice cream advertisement, they put on 2 kilos. They don't have to eat. And there are people who are agarbatti brand. Even if they eat the whole buffalo live, yet they continue to be thin. See? So the body is neither created by us, nor the body listens to us. And yet, I am the body. And we are intelligent people. And all the problems begin only after identification with the body, which is not ours. Therefore, be attentive. The goal of meditation is body disidentification. At this moment, we are living as body. We have to learn to live through the body. When I live as a body, then I am young, I am old, I am Gujarati, I am Sindhi, only with reference to body. So the first spiritual practice in meditation is, the goal of meditation is, we have to live no more as a body, but we have to live through the body. See friends, this error requires to be corrected. It is for this purpose, asana and pranayama, they are practiced. Unless asana is understood to be practiced for this purpose, we will be only twisting the body and becoming more and more body oriented in life. See, in most of the places throughout the world I move, wherever there is a yoga studio, yoga center, the only thing there they do is twisting the body. And then we don't stop there, we go further. Yoga for blood pressure, yoga for indigestion, yoga for early pregnancy. When I read these things, I feel Patanjali must be turning in his grave. Oh God, I never made yoga for early pregnancy. See friends, it is something like somebody gave me an elephant as a gift. So I thought what to do with this elephant. Then I employed the elephant for plowing the kitchen garden. The elephant can be useful some heavy work, But instead of that, which can be done only by our fingers, there I employ the elephant in the same manner. The Yoga Shastra is meant for something higher. All the time, living by the body, living for the body, on everybody, and this is meditation. This cannot be meditation. Therefore, the purpose of asana is attainment of freedom from body identification. And this is what Patanjali said. According to him, if you see Patanjali Yoga Sutras, there are only 2 sutras for asana, only 2. And remaining 7 aspects of the Ashtanga Yoga, they are never even spoken about. Patanjali says, asana is what? Sthira Sukham asana. Steady bliss is asana. Not sitting in a most uncomfortable position. That is not asana. Your bliss should be steady. Sthira Sukham. And how and when can we be steady in our bliss? He gives the technique, 2 techniques. One is Prayatna Shaitilya. Second is Ananta Samapatibhyam, where our life is effortless. Wherever there are efforts, we are lost in the finite. See, in this hall, if there is a dead rat rotting somewhere, it will give a dirty smell. In the total space, Ananta, let the whole world rot. Nothing happens. When we are lost in our small little life, me, my husband, my wife, my children, come on, break it. And we all do that. How do we do that? When we are sleeping. That time, this barrier of a cocoon existence is dissolved. Ananta Samapatti, merging in the infinite. Therefore, the real asana means not sitting in a particular posture. The real asana means lead an effortless life. Our life is all the time a struggle to prove something to somebody. Alas, we don't know what we want to prove to whom and who is interested in us. See? The old people, why they are not accepted in the younger generation is only because of this. Old people have nothing but the past. They have no future. Younger generation has hardly any past, all the future. So old people will be talking about their past. We don't recognize this principle. Nobody is interested in our past. Everybody is concerned about their own future. How simple it is. When we are before the children, do you think we are childlike? We suddenly become elder. Don't do like this thing. Don't stand. So he is sitting down. Don't sit down. So he stands. Why are you standing? Sit down. Because we are grown up. We have to tell something to the children. We don't like to be like them. See, friends. Therefore, this disease of trying to prove something to somebody is a big obstacle. Be yourself. We don't have to tell anything to anybody. See? Therefore, when people ask, I said, yes, I'll give my address, note down. I live in a virtual space called as the cyberspace. So if you want to meet me, come to cyberspace. Just be happy.org. You can meet me there. If you want to contact me on anubhavananda@yahoo.com. When you are talking to a virtual reality, why waste actual time? Only virtual time. Your life will remain absolutely burdenless. And thus, we will start living our life more and more in the present. And for that purpose, asana are practiced. When a perfect asana is attained, 3 things happen. Number one, we are firm at the base, not constantly moving like the idli stone, Many people, when they do the chanting, Sri Guru Charana Saroja Raja, Vijamana Mukura Sudhari, they go on moving. If you put the chilies below them, chutney will be ready after the Hanuman Chalisa is over. Hanuman ji ki Shakti ke saath chutney. Base has to be firm. Second thing, vertically the body is steady. And third, and the most important, body must disappear from the mind. In the deep sleep, our body disappears from the mind. And therefore, in the deep sleep, we are neither young nor old, neither man nor woman, neither husband nor wife. And therefore, we are only happy. In England, one of my retreats, one white person asked me this question, Swami, why you are not married? So I kept quiet. He himself replied, after all, happiness is not everything in life. Those who understand, they understand. Those who don't understand, Ram Ram Paul. Her life is how we make it. In one tea garden I visited, there is beautiful write-up somewhere. Life is like a cup of tea. Depends how you make it. Make it bitter, make it sweet, it is in your hands. See friends. Therefore, when you are sitting for meditation, keep this goal in life, in your mind. After sitting, relax your body to such an extent that the body disappears from the mind. When the body disappears from the mind, be very attentive. Thoughts in relation to the body will not come. Get this point. See, a person invited me for dinner and he said, Swamiji, that person who was talking to you, when you come for dinner, please don't bring him with you. I don't like him. I said, it's okay, I'll come alone. As long as you give me food, I'm happy. I had no botheration about what happens to others. I went to his house for food. He said, Swamiji, did you feel bad? I told very frankly that don't bring him. I said, no, why should I feel bad? Do you know why I told? I said, I don't want to know. As long as you give me food, everything is perfect. If you don't give me food, then there is a problem for me. No, food is not a problem. But you know why I don't want him to come to my house? I said, my dear friend, I don't want to know. No, but I want to tell. It is something like, these ammas, those who are having one mother, they know how because of one mother the children suffer. I have got a battalion of ammas all around the world. How much I suffer, I only know. They think that I am a dabba. And dabbe mein bante na. Take some more, take something more. So what I do, I have developed a technique. When I cannot take any more, I say, this is not good. I didn't like it. Then they withdraw. So, he said, I want to tell you. I said, okay, tell me. As you listen to me satsang, I will listen to your talk. Then he said, I actually hate that man. Therefore, I don't want him in my house. So when he said like that, I started laughing. He said, Swamiji, why you are laughing? I said, when there is a joke, then if you understand the joke, you should laugh. If you are a pillar, if you don't understand the joke, somebody asked me the other day, Swamiji, do you become miserable sometimes? I said, yes, of course. When my joke goes flat, that is the most miserable event of my life. And worse than that is, when somebody asks you to explain the joke, बाद में क्या हुआ? Tragic experience. So, I said, you have got such a beautiful joke, therefore I am laughing. What is the joke there? I said, joke is, you hate him, therefore you don't want him in your house, but he is in your heart. See, friends. And this hatred or love is possible only when we are identified with the body. Therefore, asana in meditation must lead to body disidentification. If body disidentification happens, you don't have to struggle to control the mind. Our struggle is, as a wife, I want to sit for meditation. Your husband will trouble you throughout meditation. Because who is doing meditation? Wife is doing meditation. And wife is a relative existence. It is not actual existence. Nobody is by birth husband or wife. See, the day you discover this principle, whenever thoughts come into your mind, the thoughts are originating from Mr. Somebody. And that somebody is born after body identification. So if you are sitting for meditation, keep this as the goal. Have we attained body disidentification or not? And if we have attained body disidentification, even if you want, there cannot be any thought in your mind. Every thought begins from somebody. And the somebody is born after body identification. See? Now many of you are trying to do meditation. Have this point been ever emphasized? They are all the time sit in this asana, take this leg here, make a Padmasana or make a Bhujangasana. All asanas are animal asana. Bhujangasana, Ushtrasana, and then Matsyasana, Kurmasana, Kukkutasana. There is not a single human asana. So many you don't know, there is one. What is that? Shavasana, Murdasana. See friends, asanas are meant for getting freedom from body identification. If that is not achieved, we are going the wrong way. It is something like, suppose I am holding, this happens, on the airports, when you have to write, some paper or like that, your phone is in your hand, you don't want to leave it anywhere, it will be lost, so you hold it there. And in that hand, you put your pen and then start writing. Your writing will be influenced by your hold on this object, is it not? Exactly the same way, when our mind is holding on to something in this world, the mind will be influenced by the hold on that something. The hold on that something creates a thought ripple chain. Then that is what is called as worrying without any solution. This is where we struggle in meditation. Because we are told, meditation is what? There should not be any thoughts in the mind. So sit down, whole life you spend, nothing is going to end. Come to recognize this principle. The same thing is true with reference to pranayama. Pranayama is not only filling the air and emptying the air. The purpose of pranayama is when the body and the mind are held together. By what they are held together? They are held together by a thin line of glue. Like we have got various stickers. When you peel them off from the butter paper, they are peeled off and then you fix it on an envelope. After that you can't remove them because the envelope or the sticker will get torn. Then what do? We give that envelope a jala samadhi. And when jala samadhi is given, when it is put in a glass of water, then the glue gets dissolved and you can peel off without tearing that sticker. Exactly the same way, the mind and the body They are together because of this glue of prana. So pranayama is practiced for loosening the tight bond between the body and the mind. And when it is practiced properly, we can distinctly experience our identity as someone other than the body. This was the problem in the first chapter of Gita for Arjuna. His problem was not the war. His problem was not killing the elderly people. His problem was, how can I kill my grandfather and my guru? Means what? Killing is not a problem. Problem is, it is my grandfather. If it is your grandfather, I don't mind. If it is your guru, I don't mind. So where from the problem came? After body identification, he became somebody's disciple and somebody's grandson, and then the problem came. So without correcting this identity crisis, you may go on struggling throughout your life under the foolish notion of doing meditation. You are cheating yourself. What Bhagavan Krishna has told Arjuna has only corrected this identity crisis in him. And therefore he said at the end, Bhagavan asked him, Kachchid shrutam partha tvaya ekagrena chetasa kachchid ajnana sammoha pranashtaste dhananjaya. Hey Arjuna, did you listen to me with careful attention or not? And has your delusion gone? Means all the problems are neither in the body nor in the world. The problems are in this delusion of identity crisis. And identity crisis begins after body identification. See friends, when this will click us by God's grace, then what Arjuna said, Nashto mohaha smritihi labdha tat prasadad maya chuta stitosmi gata sandeha karishye vachanam tava. O Lord, Nashto mohaha, my delusion is gone. I am no more deluded that at this junction of my life, on the battlefield, I am neither the grandson to Bhishmacharya, nor I am a disciple to Dronacharya, nor I am brother or brother-in-law or son-in-law, etc. to anybody in this battlefield. On the battlefield, I am only a warrior. In the same manner, in this mega drama, the divine play, Krishna Leela, Rama Leela, you and me are merely puppets in his will. When you go to a drama, there are two parties. One party is on the stage who are doing the drama. Other party is audience who is sitting and watching the drama. The theme is developed. There is very pathetic condition. And I as an actor act and fire my dialogues so really in that acting of crying, being persecuted, tortured, and because of that the whole audience also takes out the tissue paper and start crying by the nose. In Kali, people cry by nose. So they that time I as an actor, what goes on in my mind? Are Dambo, I am paid for a fake crime. You are paying and really crying. This is just a drama. It's not real. See friends, in this world drama, don't be an audience, spectators. Be the actors. When you live as an actor, you are living in meditation. One person, one day, he came, he said, Swamiji, you all the time say Krishna, 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 call him God, Bhagwan. What kind of Bhagwan he is? Who married 16,108 wives? I said, are you married? He said, no, my face is like that. I said, okay. Then go to a married person and ask him, are you married? Yes. How many wives you have got? One wife. Could you make your one wife happy? Swamiji, it is impossible. I said, Bhagwan Krishna could keep 16,108 wives happy. Therefore, he has to be God. See, friends. And how he could do it? Because Krishna Leela, he was not serious about anything. He was playing his role. Playing the role that we are assigned to in this life is living in meditation. Normally, we keep on reacting to everything. One mother came and told me, Swamiji, this world is terrible. I said, look here, don't complain, I have not created this world. You go and complain who created it. Do you know why the world is terrible? I said, I don't want to know. You know, my neighbor in the morning came and gave me sweets. I said, you know what is terrible in that? You know why? Because her son came in merit list in 12th standard. I said, my dear Amma, if my son will come in merit list, I will give to my neighbor naturally sweets because it's a happy occasion. You don't know, that's why you are Swami. I said, okay, tell me. Then she said, she did not give because her son came in merit. She gave me because my son failed 4th time. मेरी नाक काटने के लिए उसने दी. अरे राम 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 राम. What ladies can think, even Brahmadev cannot think. Only once in my lifetime, with one NRI from USA came to Delhi. And she said, Swamiji, I have to buy saris and all that. I said, you go man, I don't know, I am a Swami, Brahmachari, I don't know sari, I know only sorry. Not sorry. She took me to a very big shop. I said, okay, you keep on looking. And I took the newspaper and read it. Then after some time, she said, Swamiji, please come and select for me. I said, yaar, tumhare liye hath hai. So I went there. Then I said, okay, take this. Not like this. Then like what? Swamiji, I want a sari, this texture, this design, this border, this color, and this cost. I said, Brahmadev also cannot think like this. So I told that lady, Amma, it's okay. She has given me sweet, eat it or throw it. No, that is not a question. I said, then what is more question? Question is, why other people's children come in merit and my son failed 4 times? Why this happens to me? What reply can I give? Then I told Amma, when you sow chili seeds, don't expect tomatoes to come out. You always talk in riddles, I don't understand. I said, thank God you are not understood. See, friends, the day we recognize this principle, the moment we become somebody, thought process cannot stop. Whether it is asana you are practicing or pranayama you are practicing, attention should be, is our body identification becoming weaker and weaker or not? And if our body identification is becoming weaker, be attentive. We do not talk about the past. We do not talk about ourselves. We do not ask anybody about themselves. And as a result, we have hardly anything to talk. Lesser you talk, lesser possibility of making mistake. More you talk, more possibility of making mistake. Don't you talk, you are at peace. Bandi Buddhi Savala. Try this. Only for 1 year you decide. From today onwards, for 1 year. Why 1 year? Only today. Only today it is. Today I am not going to ask anybody about their past, nor I am going to talk about my past. Only one day. And that to today. See? You cannot talk. All that we talk is the dead, buried past. The dead, buried, dead bodies cannot give you fragrance. They only stink. Come to cognize this principle. Then we are slowly getting disidentified from the body. See how it is true. I will not tell you the name, etc. If I go to some Grahastha's house, some married person, and if he shows me, Swamiji, please come and bless our house. Come, see, this is our drawing room, and here we do drawing. And this is our kitchen, here we do kitchening. And this is where it happened. One of the countries I went. And see, I have been moving for last 25, 30 years around the world. But I can act dumb and fool very well. So one Punjabi person, he was driving me in his car. And I said, oh, how do you do this, window up? You are not doing and moving around that. Swamiji, it is all automatic. Everything is in the steering. Automatically it happens. Then I said, how did you reduce the volume of the music? Swamiji, it's automatic. Then it was raining. I said, how do you control the speed of the wiper? Swamiji, there are sensors, automatically it happens. That automatic was going so much in my head. We reached the home. And when we reached the home, the shutter of this, garage, automatically it goes up. I said, Hare, this also has gone automatically? Yes, Swamiji. Great, yaar. Science is very great. Everything automatic. Then when we went to wash my hands, I said, where is the tap? Swamiji, there is no tap. You simply put your hand, automatically water comes. So, yaar, very good. He said, not only that, he took me to the toilet. He said, you don't have to flush. Automatically it flushes. I said, now this is becoming too much. I asked him, after you sit on the commode, you have to do or automatically? So when a Grahastha shows his house, it is worthy because they are living that life. If somebody claims himself to be a Swami, a sannyasi, a renunciate, given up everything, and takes me to the ashram. Swamiji, this is our ashram, this is our satsang hall, this is our meditation hall, this is our kitchen. Here at a time, 500 people can come and stay. And this dining hall is converted into the satsang hall. Satsang hall is converted into the meditation hall. Meditation hall converted into the football ground. Hare Ram, 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 Ram. See, friends, nothing of this world will attract our mind if we are not identified with the body. A very clear litmus test. Nothing in this world can attract. Not only this, we do not lead a life of possessiveness and relational existence. See, friends, therefore, the real meditation is observing with great alertness. Are we caught up in the possessions of this world? Or are we creating relations in this world? Bhagavan Shankara says, Shatro mitre putre bandhau Ma kuru yatnam vigraha sandham. Don't create friends and enemies in this world. Live utterly in the present, 100%, completely. You are always in tune with the divine. And the one who is in tune with the divine, he lives spontaneously. The moment cause and effects are introduced in our thinking, we are no more living intuitive life. Our life is a life of a samsari. He did like that, therefore this happened. I did like that, therefore this happened. Ram, Ram, Ram. Get out of it. Bhagavan Shankara says, Vishwam pashyati karya karanataya swaswami sambandhatah शिष्याचार्यतया तथैव पितृपुत्राद्यात्मना भेदतः स्वप्ने जागृति माय एष पुरुषः माया परिभ्रामितः तस्मै श्री गुरुमूर्तये नमः इदं श्री दक्षिणामूर्तये विश्वं पश्यति कार्यकारणतया the moment cause and effect element is introduced in your life your samsara begins. Get out of this cause and effect. How this world is going on? Haricha, inshallah. Don't take uncalled for responsibilities on your head. But we keep on carrying the burden rather than enjoying and celebrating life. And then we want to achieve something. What has to be achieved? Ram came, Ayodhya disappeared. There Ram Rajya has gone. Krishna came, his Dwarka could not be protected by him. Our small little things here and there. What we are going to create in this world. When we look at the life in its total expanse, our vision changes. Today we went to Kiran's house. Very beautiful pictures. If you see that picture from a very close distance, 1 inch, first, you cannot see the complete picture. Second, anything which you look from uncalled for proximity, only ugliness is seen. At the same time, if you look at the picture from a very long distance, you cannot see it properly. To look at the beauty of the picture, you have to stand at a proper distance and see the completeness of the picture. Exactly the same way, our life has to be seen in its completeness. Instead of that, we get lost in small little events of our life. Break that barrier of living in small little pots here and there. Break the walls and fly high in the infinite sky. Then see the joy of it. For us, life is between the womb and the tomb. Life is beyond the womb and the tomb. For us, there is one soul in every body, like there is one soul for every shoe. There is not one electricity for every bulb. There is one electricity alone through all the bulbs. In the same manner, there is one reality. Pulsating through the man gives a beard. Pulsating through the donkey eats the newspaper. Pulsating through the cow gives milk. Pulsating through the cobra gives poison. But that doesn't mean that conscious reality is poisonous, nutritious, foolish or mad. It is far beyond that. The day our attention goes to this reality, thereafter, yogarato va bhogarato va sangarato va sangavihinaha yasya brahmani ramate chittam nandati 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 eva bhaja govindam. Thereafter, life is nandati nandati anandati eva. life will be only an expression of bliss and never a burden of blisters. Our life is more of blisters and less of bliss, because wrong approach to meditation. See, the other day, one person came with his friend and told me, Swamiji, this is my friend and he has got some problems, and his problem is, he started telling. I said, is your friend dumb? Can he talk? Yes, he can talk. I said, let him talk. He started talking. Swamiji, I used to go to my guru, some name was told, and then, all my chakras are open and Kundalini is awakened. But what happened, my guru died. No, I am with open chakras and Kundalini wake up, what do I do? So I started laughing. He said, why are you laughing? I said, you are a guru killer. You already killed one guru. Now you have come to me. I am not going to take a risk. I am not going to tell you. No, Swamiji, what should I do? I said, when your buttons are open, close it. See, when your chakras are open, here, don't get carried away by all these things. Nothing opens, nothing closes. Remain in tune with the will of the Lord. Then you have no complaints. See, that experience where we carry zero complaints, that is living in meditation. That experience wherein we do not want to improve anything in this world, we accept the world as it is, we are living in meditation. See, our problem is, in winter if it is cold, we complain. In summer if it is hot, we complain. In rainy season if it rains, it complains. So Bhagavan says, this fellow do anything, he only complains. Therefore he doesn't listen to us. See, I am going to give you one sticker. When you go home, put it on your mirror near the sink. Every morning when you get up, go there and read that sticker. That will remind you of what is living in meditation. Very simple sticker. When I go give you, I will give you. Then you can read it. So, living in meditation therefore means we are no more living in cause and effect. Spontaneity. Spontaneity is possible only when we are leading an intuitive life. In intuitive life, we don't do anything. Things happen. When we do something, I is God. Why did you do like that? Because the cause and effect chain will be put into action. Living in meditation is going beyond cause and effect. See? One example I will tell you. We all, sometime or the other, as a child, touched the fire and we got burned. Because of that burning experience with the fire, do we get hatred for the fire? No. Why? Because we have learned fire burns. Now apply the same principle. When we are interacting with the world, be very attentive. When we are interacting with the world, be aware whether we are learning from our experience or we are creating dots and dents on our mind. If any experience is creating any impression on our mind, we are going the wrong way. But if every experience can give us a lesson and we learn from our experience, we are living in meditation. See? Somewhere, one child used to come for the lecture. I was talking on Kenoparishad, very deep subject. The boy was hardly 8 or 9 years. He used to come with his mother, father, and the only son, young couple, maybe about early 30s or late 20s. And he will come and sit without movement, with full attention, hardly 8, 9 years child. And afterwards, when I went for breakfast, I was having nice paratha and very good tasty food. I am very much fond of good food. I enjoy it. So one Amma told me, Swamiji, you have asked for salt. Salt is less. I was very happy. So why? My husband even doesn't tell me whether there is less salt or more salt. He just eats like that. I said, look here, I am a human being. I am not a buffalo. Okay? So I eat with all taste. So when I was enjoying my food, this phone rang and my friend told Swamiji I had to go some urgent call. I said, you go, I don't need you because food is already there. My job is done. And when he went, immediately the wife got an opportunity. Swamiji, my husband is very good and all that. I said, then what do I do with him? No, but one problem. When he gets angry, it is difficult to be with him even for a moment. He is not a bad person, but too much of anger. I get fed up sometimes. I don't know what should I do. When you take somebody's paratha, you can't react also. So I was just keeping cool in the evening. That time that boy said, Swamiji, shall I reply? I said, Chela ji, ho jao zuru. Very good. And he told his mother, Mummy, today you came for the class, what Swamiji taught us? See the child, 8 years child tells. He said, Swamiji told us, everything is Brahman. Yen manasana manute, yena ahur manomatam, tadeva brahmatvam vidhi, nedam yadidam upasate. He said in one mantra, Swamiji told that everything is Paramatma. You and me also are Paramatma. So Papa is also Paramatma. But like we have got different brands of chocolates. In the same manner, our Papa is angry brand of Brahman. So why not worry? And accept his life as he is. See how beautiful it is. When we take this process of learning from every experience, you are in meditation. But what we do, we repeat the same mistakes again and again. Repeating the same mistake again and again is not living in alertness. Therefore, don't struggle for meditation in the wrong way. Only one way. Are we identified or disidentified from the body? If we are disidentifying from the body, our involvement in the world will be thus far, not further. But we Indians, we bother in our children's life beyond requirement. One Punjabi old lady, 98 not out, when I went to their house, I used to go to her house and do for namaskar to her, mattha teko, then she will give me ashirwad, beta, you do one thing for me. What is that? My children don't listen to me. I said, call them, I will scold them. The children were called. First child came, retired brigadier. Now her complaint is, my children don't listen to me. So he told Swamiji, Mummy, she has a habit of worrying. What can I do? My grandchildren are married. And she says, I don't listen to her, what can I do now? I said, Mama, now the ball is in your court. Why do you worry? She became angry with me. This is the only thing I can do. If this also I don't do, what do I do? Meditation. Learn to withdraw from the world before somebody has to tell us, will you please shut up? Before that, we must close our lecture. isn't it? In this manner, now goal of meditation is disidentification from the body. If disidentification is happening, our becoming as somebody will be less poisonous and less intense. Then we will only play the role of mother, father, brother, sister, husband, wife. But we will not carry the load of the roles that we are playing. As a result, we will be ever light. And when we are living life in the light of wisdom, life is a celebration. Life is joy. Don't make meditation as a military exercise. In one camp, military camp, the Havaldar or the sergeant, he was training the new recruits. Left turn, right turn, about turn, left turn. And there was one recruit like me. So standing only with the chewing gum in the mouth. And the sergeant saw, hey, why are you not turning? When everybody is turning, he said, sir, you first confirm which is the last turn. You are confused. Sometimes left turn, sometimes right turn. Meditation is not a military drill. It is living more and more in awareness. But when we give importance to the bulb and not to the electricity, we are only concerned. Asana should be like this. Mana, Swamiji, which mana is better? Some people ask us. I said, Vaijanti mana is best. Which mana is better? And should we do it in gold or we should do it in the silver and all that? But the problem is when we put it in the gold and when we started chanting, Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, it gets entangled. And like a thermometer we have to do like this and it doesn't go. These are all the non-essentials. It doesn't matter where you are. What matters, wherever you are, how you are. Otherwise, we have got all the luxuries of life and we are luxuriously miserable. We have got all the comforts of life and we are comfortably disgusted. Come out of that and you will start living ever cheerful and happy. And whenever you are happy, you are in the present. Living more and more in the present is living in meditation. Try this. And for that, the simplest technique I told you, don't talk about your past. Don't ask anybody about their past. You will see you have nothing to talk. And thus, your mind is all the time empty. Emptying ourselves is meditation, not feeling. I did this, I did that, now I am doing meditation. One more feather. No. Drop everything and just be what you really are. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnahat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva